Respect what they said, huh? Respect what they said, huh? Respect what they said, huh? Yeah.
Alright, damn. We haven't done an episode since like August. And I know people were kind of wondering what was going on. But we here. We back. New vibes, new look, new location.
Girl, you better turn the fuck up.
You know,
I got you. Go ahead. Respectfully said, baby, season 2. You know where we at. Better graphics, better audio, better visual. You know what the fuck going on. Everybody looking prettier. Yeah. We got the host. You know, I'm the co-host. We got the host with the mostest. Been doing all this shit that's been going on. Yeah. Getting all these events going, R&B shows, rap shows, Grindhouse. We gonna talk about that later. But she been killing shit. All since Respectfully Said been down. And look, we back looking better than ever. If I said we got our special guest with us, we ain't gonna talk about that just yet. We gonna get into all that. But let's just revel in how much we've been through.
Man. We've been through a lot.
And where we at right now. Mm-hmm. So without further ado, it is Respectfully Said season 2, baby. They thought we wasn't gonna make it here, but we here. They thought we wasn't gonna make it here, but we here. Season 2. How many seasons we going? How many seasons we going? We don't know. We not stopping. We not stopping.
Forever. But now on a serious note, man, it feels really good to be back. A lot of learning that, you know, we both had to do. A lot of, you know, planning and making sure that, you know, this podcast was offering more than just conversations, you feel me? So, you know, that's when the shows, and shout out to Blue Room Studios.
Shout out Blue Room.
Quest Designer, everybody over there that's been, you know, Benny, helping behind the scenes. Studio West Side, 1111 Elm Street. That's because I watched their podcast so much. I already know. Shout out to Daddy Fuego. But yeah, shout out Studio West Side. If you guys need anything that has to do with visuals, Benny B Designs. All right, that's the master behind everything. So y'all
Mastermind.
need, you know, we talked about being professional and better quality and stuff like that, and that comes to the podcast too. So that's why I hit him up, because I know if I'm gonna talk that shit, I gotta back it up. So that's what we here. Self-Invest, thank you for your sponsorship. You're going to see us in a lot of Self-Invest, whether we're recording or we out at other events. She has her website up in her bio.
ShopSelfinvest.com.
Yes, a real website that you can go and purchase merchandise. Because this shit is not merch. This is merchandise. This is fucking clothing. Y'all make sure y'all hit her up. That's our sponsor this season. And
shout out Self-Invest 413, sponsor for the season. As you can see, we rocking the Self-Invest already. The shit feel real good. The material's great. It look great. She got a commercial coming out soon featuring yours truly. If you haven't seen the snippet, featuring Yelly B. Shout out Darius for shooting it together, and shout out
Darius, because y'all tend to get it fucked up. Yeah, y'all be calling my Darius.
Yeah, so shout out Darius.
Visionary Acts.
For shooting it, and for Self for getting it all together, you know. So, you know, Self out here killing it. Make sure you tap in with Self. You know, she invest in yourself and also invest in Self. You feel me?
That's a fact. And you know, as always, there's always new music dropping every month. So I'm not going to read the entire list. I'm going to go, you know, I'm going to skim by it. But this is the January drops. So when you hear some, you know, names, go check it out. And if you fuck with it, y'all already know what to do. Show love. Joe Schmo, welcome back home.
Welcome home,
and
Joe.
He's dropped a new single called Hell on Earth. Who we got? It's Cold in Hell by Dark Perp. Check that out. I really enjoyed that. Stevie Max got some visuals and a single called, what is it called? Colors. Second place, man. DK, why you making us wait this long? Why you making us wait an entire month to hear this song, boy? It's a hit.
You know, it's crazy. I'm gonna reveal this. I feel like I can say this. I asked DK for the song, and I have it, but I will not leak it. I promise him that. So I haven't let nobody hear it.
It's
you got it too. Look at you. Look at that DK gang. We out here. DK go crazy. I'm trying to let you know.
It's a hit, and you know the artist formerly known as SK.
Formerly known as
Kizzle. If I'm saying it wrong, DM me and inbox me.
I think
but he got a new single out called Faith Hill. That boy is back and better than ever. Muda dropping in 2 weeks. Cobain. Make sure he got some music for Grindhouse. That's exactly how it sounds like. Who else got music? We was just listening to this in the car. God Complex, Designer Drugs, Villa Velli, and Works
that
Scorsese.
Shit good, yo. The Designer was definitely flexing on that. And shout out Villa.
Shout out them guys. He definitely flexing.
They was definitely lyrically flexing on that shit. That shit is hard.
Oh, and the last one, man. How can I forget, man? Salimula Gang. I heard y'all dropping end of the month. That's Travis Macum, Trapicama, and my twin Mac Wade. They're dropping a group project. So we done talking, so we can introduce our guest.
Our special guest.
Our special guest. A lot of y'all probably might not know her by the face, but y'all know her as the 413Joint.
The woman behind the magazine. The woman behind the pages.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, Kaz.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? My name is Kaz. I went to Springfield Central, 22 years old. So, yeah, I don't know.
You're from Central?
Yeah.
Oh, he's from Central, too. Yeah. I heard all the cool people went to Central.
I be hearing the opposite. I saw a meme on Facebook probably like 2 months ago. It said all the weird people went to Central. I was like, damn.
Eagles got to stick together, I guess.
Right. Golden Eagles got to stick together.
Mac. All of them.
Myself.
Myself. Yeah, they all went to Central. Yeah. It kind of seems like the 413Joint was like birthed overnight, because it literally, to me, like to us, it came out of nowhere.
Facts.
But I'm pretty sure this didn't come out of nowhere. So where did you get the idea and the concept from?
Hold on, before she even get into that, side note, you also got to add how fast she came out of nowhere and was showing love to everybody else, that people thought that you hired her. Really? People thought that you were under Carla's payroll.
Yo, that's crazy.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, no, everything, it's crazy because a lot of people do like hit me up like, oh, how much do I have to pay to get on the page? It's not like that for me. Like, if you have quality work, you're going to be on the page in due time. Like, it's really just one person like sifting through a bunch of artwork on Instagram. So it's like, as much as I love when people send me links, and that's what I want you to send me your music because you want to be on the page, but I don't want you to feel like, let me send you some money to be promoted, because at the end of the day, it's like, everyone has money, but who has the vision? And that's what I really want to promote. So for me, it was like the concept had been there for a while, but honestly, the decision to make the page kind of just came from like, to be honest, just like a dark kind of place. Like, I sold my camera. I was like, I'm done creating. Like, I don't know. It just, there was nothing really like there for me. And then it was like, I saw like all these people put it in work, and it was like, I don't know. I just wanted to put my passion into something. And for me, it was like the people who continued and who were really putting themselves on the line. Like, one of the decisions to not really have my face behind the 413Joint is because I don't want to be promoting myself. Like, I don't want it to be a clout thing. I don't want people to feel like I'm using their work to just promote myself. Because at the end of the day, I really want it to be about the people who are doing the work. But also, it's like, it's really like hard to put yourself out there. Like, it's hard to be an artist. It's hard to go out for interviews and podcasts and things like that. So I really wanted to show love for people who are showing their passion, because it's hard to be vulnerable in that way.
No, I definitely understand that last part when you said about you doing something and then deciding to do something else, because talking on the phone with Darius yesterday, he had brought up a conversation. There's somebody out here that's like in a super big important room right now, and we could shout him out because he's from Springfield, but shout out to Chiller. If anybody knows who that is, he wrote whatever song that The Game and Kanye West dropped, he has writing credits on it. There's only 3 writing credits on it, and it's him, Kanye West, and The Game. So that's a Central Eagle, I believe, as well.
Yeah,
So
but to even go further than that, he been doing this for a minute.
Yeah, and you were talking about switching career paths. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Allude to, yeah. Before I get to that, before yeah. So, you said
you got to talk closer.
Yeah. So even before I get into that, back to Kaz real quick. The way you get flowers, like how you came out of nowhere, that was definitely needed for Springfield. So I'm gonna definitely had to give note to that real quick. But back to Chiller. Yeah, we went to Central together. I'm not gonna act like we was best friends, but nah, I had friends that was cool with him, and I would say what up to him. But long story short, I remember he was a singer at one point. And like you said, he got song credits on the Game song and the Kanye song that came out. And I know he's been putting in work previously at like that level of like success, like before the Game and the Kanye stuff. But I know he was a singer at one point, and then like I said, like Carla said, he changed career paths. And that just goes to show, like, I feel like that's something that's not talked about out here, or something that's not looked at, that like not everybody should be trying to be on the limelight. You feel me? Like, there's certain people who do this thing, but they may do a certain thing better, and they've seen success. And there's 2 people out here that I've seen take the step as musicians and then took a step back to do something else and see success from Springfield, Massachusetts. And that's Drew Gavin, who is Chiller, and Chris Yates, who went by Yates back in the day as a rapper.
Now he's doing film. He had a film on a very important like film festival type stuff. Like
exactly. Like I think
shout out to him.
Yeah, I think that was with like Revolt or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So those are big moves from people that I had a chance to be around at one point. People I've seen grow, whether they were in Central High School or outside of school. Like I said, I'm not gonna act like we was the best of friends, but that's something to like admire and aspire to do. Cause like what they did something a lot of musicians should do now. It's like, all right, this music, for whatever reason, I don't know what reason they stopped doing music, but for whatever reason they was like, all right, I'm gonna change this career path and do something else, and they seen massive success from it. And a lot of us haven't seen that type of success. So
I'm a prime example.
Yeah. Like Carla used to rap. Now she's a manager. Now she's seeing a different type of success that she hasn't seen before as a rapper. So, it just goes to that. It's like sometimes you may have to take that step back and be like, all right, I want to rap, but, I might be better at this. And then you might be so good at that other thing, you could put yourself in a position to actually rap again. Like, you'll actually get, like, the exposure you're looking for, the clout you're looking for, whatever you're looking for, you'll actually be in a better position to make it pop for you. So, who's to say that the 2 I named, Chiller, Yates, who's to say that they done rapping? They might, put a song out, whatever, because they in a better position. You never know. It just goes to show you that, sometimes you may have to look at it at a different perspective. Like, all right, maybe I can do this and see more success out of it this way. You feel me?
So, with that being said, we're kind of glad that you put that camera down for a bit. And then the birth of the 413 joint is here. And it's alive and it's thriving. I kind of wanted to ask you, so I know you probably have people reaching out and everybody can't come, right?
Yeah.
So how do you go about selecting what you decide to either review, repost, share? Because I know you got shit, and I know you had to say no to a lot of stuff. So how do you go about that, and why is, quality over quantity important?
Yeah, like, for me, honestly, one of the things I like to look at is, your production. Like, for me, production is a big part of quality.
Production that comes into engineering and all that stuff,
yeah,
right?
Engineer and all that, you know what I mean? And I'm willing to, like, I understand production also comes with money. So, like, I'm willing to listen to a song that has great lyrics, but, the production's not all the way there, because you also have to, like, give room to growing artists, So, for me, I take into a lot of factors, and it's, like, the most important thing for me, I guess, is emotion, like, passion. If I can see, like, this person, like, they put a lot of, like, passion into the lyrics, but they're not there with the production, okay, like, I'm going to give them a share. If I see, like, they have some really, like, cool cover art, or they obviously, like, paid somebody and they're like putting on some like artist, you know, like if you're putting in some amount of like work, you know what I mean? I just want to kind of show people that hard work pays off. Like, you know what I mean? You might not have 100 followers, you know what I mean? But like if you're putting in that work.
Wait, hold on. You gotta at least have 100 followers.
For me,
we're not about to do this. Like, you gotta at least have at least.
Nah, I've had like
it's
people,
a joke, by the way. Don't kill me.
I've had like people like reach out to me like they're starting out their page and they're like, "Oh, I'm starting out. Could you give me a shout out? Could you?" And like, I'm not a big fan of shout outs, but
you
I'll
see
share something.
How people are so like now trained. I want to kind of use the term brainwash, but they reach out and they automatically think they have to pay.
Yeah.
Cause that's what you're always hearing. Like, you know, everybody's always like, "Oh, you gotta do this. You gotta scratch my back so I can scratch yours." You feel me?
Like niggas don't even say hi anymore. It's like, how much? You know, it's like it's kind of sad that it's become something like that, and you know the independent artists, they feel it the most. Yeah. Like you over here paying like ridiculous amount of money to open up for somebody that in the long run, it's not even going to matter because you do this type of music, they do this type of music. So why are you paying to open up for that person? But that crowd, it doesn't even listen to the shit that you do. And you think it's just, and it hurts because it's just people just spending money. And I don't remember it being like that before, you know?
I mean, I feel like, you know, in a sense, it was like that at one point because, like, I know at one point I was broke, you know, so, like, I couldn't really afford to do a lot of the stuff I wanted to do. But because I was good at what I was doing, I was getting a lot of shit for free. You know,
that's the thing. If you're good at what you do, trust me, like, opportunities would come to you. I've seen it with the people that I'm around with. Like,
yeah, and I'm saying, like, I see people, like, you know, they get opportunities for free now because they're good. But it's like, I don't see the issue with, you know, someone trying to start a legitimate professional business and trying to see the rewards off of it. You know, like, I need X amount of money for you to receive this type of service, and I'm going to give you this A and B type of quality every time. You feel me? Like, if it's like that, then I feel like there's no issue. And I feel like for whatever the artist or whatever label is trying to do, it has to make sense.
That's what I was just thinking. Like, it just has to make sense.
Yeah, like that's the above all thing. It has to make sense.
Whatever you do, it just has to make sense. Just don't get out of control. Just going crazy thinking that this is the way. It's just like it is the way, but it just has to be smart and it got to make sense.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's gonna like hurt my business at all, but like for me, it felt a little bit weird accepting money, like especially because I just hit like 1K this year. Accepting money from artists when I have less than 1K, like, you know what I mean? Like, you need, like, for artists, if you are looking to promote your stuff, like, I don't know. I don't know how many other brands you're reaching out to, being like, how much to get on your page, but it's like, I do get like good views, but it's not the smartest move. You can build a fan base on your own much quicker and put that money into something else, like the music, you know what I mean?
Stop being lazy and put that legwork.
I mean, even so, like, you kind of just, like, even for you, like, you kind of just gave me an idea, like, all right, so, like, now you're seeing, like, people are willing to pay, all right, but you, like you said, like, against your morals, like, for you morally, you don't feel comfortable taking money because you're like, all right, like, I feel like I'm not really doing much for you that you can't do for yourself. So it's like, now that you see that people are willing to pay, I feel like in order to, like, go with your morals, you should, like, provide some sort of service where, you know, the people who are willing to pay, you can be like, all right, I don't feel like you should pay me for this, but I'll do this and this for you, and you can pay me for that.
Yeah, I started offering, like, people specifically for music videos and things like that. Like, the 413Joint, I really like to put a little bit of a creative spin on it, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people don't know that they're going to be posted or aren't expecting to be posted because it is just about, like, flowers, you know what I mean? I don't want to be like, but if
my shit came out of nowhere.
Yeah, sometimes I will ask, you know what I mean? Because I know photographers specifically, like, you know, that's your artwork. I want to respect, like, also the artist in a sense. So when it comes to certain edits, you know, I do ask for permission. But when you want me to post something specifically from your page, like copy and paste, and you have a message you want to spend out, like I'll do a paid sponsorship for that.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? Like people can see that that's your message.
Right.
You know, so I'll be that kind of like conduit in a sense.
Yeah.
For a small fee.
Word, that makes sense. Yeah, because like they say, like I hear that, it's like, damn, you kind of just like turning mad money down. Like I get it, because you don't feel comfortable doing something because you feel like you're ripping them off low key. But like, you know, add a little service to it real quick. Add a little package.
I think one of our biggest issues before was the fact that there was like no one really blogging about our music scene. Like it was really like non-existent.
You know what's crazy? You know who like did a really good fucking job at this blogging shit? Like back in like 2009, 2010, had a website, like updates daily, like whether it was local music or like underground hip hop, like whether it was like when Nas and Mos Def was still like dropping newer shit around like 2010, 11, shit like that. You know who did that shit before anybody and had that shit running? Prof Parks. Deadass. He had East Zoo. I remember that was probably the coolest shit I've ever seen coming out of high school. Like, it was real underground hip hop. It was real, like, just everything about it. And they, like, really had the city on lock with that shit for a little bit. I'm not gonna hold you. Niggas was on the website. Niggas wanted to be a part of it. They held contests giving out, like, you know, clothes from local designers at the time. I don't even remember what it was. I remember I won a shirt from them and a Nas vinyl or some shit. Like, they was really doing it. Like, I'm telling you, like, shit was real. Fucking, I think Peacock, he used to make beats for Prof. I think he made this song called Old Buddy for Blacksmith. He was a producer. But he made beats for Prof. I remember I was going to Stick and I won the contest. Dude drove over to Stick to deliver my vinyl and my shirt. Like, shit was dope. But Prof had that blog shit on smash way before anybody. Like, that was way back.
I ain't know about it till like literally right now. So
yo, shout out Prof Parks. That man do a lot of shit.
Do a lot of things.
He rap, make beats, retired blogger. Like this man was out here.
What was it about the music scene that you was like, oh, I gotta come up with something to showcase like what's going on?
Well, to be honest, I've just always been a fan of like indie music, like since like middle school. But for me, it was kind of like, it was always indie music and then like mainstream rap. I never really went to look at like what the city was doing, honestly, until like I saw Buddha. Like, I saw Buddha in public, and, like, I ended up following him on Instagram, and I saw his rap. I was like, okay. And so that kind of, like, linked me to the city some more. Then, like, I saw Jalen doing music, and these are kids kind of my age.
Yeah.
So, like...
Shout out
Muda, shout out Jalen.
Project Mayhem, we waiting.
You guys got a actual, as they say, normal consumer who doesn't make music to get converted to this scene. Shout out you guys. Y'all did it.
So
y'all
for me, it was like, let me just, like, I just started listening to their music more and, like, the people who they were featuring on. And then I think, like, it was Darius next. Because, well, that was, like, the one that, like, that album, like, when I heard that Words with Karina Capri, Darius, I say, Karina Capri, like, kind of introduced me, like, to, like, all R&B, and I just saw like so many interesting things happening.
It just kind of,
it was a rabbit hole,
right?
Yeah.
And there's more, and there's just more.
Yeah.
And I think that's the beauty of it all.
Hey,
like,
shout out Darius Isaiah.
Yeah, shout out him. I don't know him, but shout him.
Yeah, I don't know that nigga neither. I think his music's kind of whack.
I heard he was alright though. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, he said a lot of bullshit on the wrap up. And I don't like that guy. I don't like that guy.
But you made me lose my train of thought. But so you were inspired by other artists to kind of come up with a platform to showcase, like, yo, this shit is dope and people need to kind of know about it.
Yeah, definitely. Like, specifically, like, I was on Twitter, and I don't really use Twitter for the 413Joint, because it's just, like, my personal Twitter, but I do follow a lot of artists on there, and I was seeing Jalen kind of, like, get a lot of attention from, like, Atlanta, from other areas, and for me, it was, like, I don't know. People aren't plugged in or whatever, but it's like
that's what it is. They not tapped in. They don't want to be. That's the thing.
And like all of these people are doing like outsourcing, you know, like traveling to get interviews and things like that. And it's like I know people have opinions. Like you're posting it on Facebook or whatever. Like you know, just I feel like people are a little bit afraid to like voice things like that. Like I don't know when it comes to like the art, people are they hold back, and I think we need to just like have a community where people are making art, but also just talking about art, like consuming it. You know what I mean?
We definitely need to talk about the art, whether it's positive or negative, and that's something that y'all as artists gonna have to understand and get comfortable with. Not everybody's gonna like your shit, and just because people don't like your shit doesn't make them haters.
It depends on what they say. Like they got I'm agreeing with your point. It depends on what they say. Like it gotta be, if you don't like it, you gotta either like, yo, it's just not for me. You can't just flat out and be like, it's garbage.
And then
why is it garbage? Because it's garbage.
No,
like,
you kind of have to have your reasons why, and you can't make shit personal. Once you start making shit personal, that's when that hater flag start coming out, because it's just like, whoa. Where is everything else coming from?
Right.
When we was just talking about this. So, but like in the same time, like, even me, I have to get used to being criticized, and not everything that I do people are gonna like or fuck with. And at this point, it's just like I just take it in and just use it as fuel to keep the fucking train going. Like, if you want to be in the space, you gotta learn how to fucking take it and dish it right the fuck back.
It's because like it's at this point, it's like a lot of you people wouldn't be able to handle it on the high level because you guys are so reactive to everything that happens, when a lot of things don't need a reaction. Like even after the wrap up, you see it on Facebook how a lot of people reacted to a bunch of people who weren't important. You feel me? So it's like, and we don't even feel like we important, but it's just like you guys gave us more power than you said we had. And it's like that reaction right there is the reason why, like, you know, things go the way they do. Is like everybody's so reactive to things that don't really matter. like you, I don't know. It's just crazy. It's like everybody gets so emotional about stuff, and that's why it's like kind of rocky out here, which is why you see the people who have success have moved, because, you know, they were aware of this. Like they were aware of this a long time ago, and it's just like, why would you want to deal with this when nobody's trying to get with the program?
I still love you guys, man. Ain't nothing personal.
Nah, I hate y'all. Mean? I hate all y'all. I say whoever I love, know I love.
No, but you know what I mean. It ain't.
That's why
no harm, no foul. But if I move how I move, you know why.
Nah, I hate
you know
y'all.
what I mean? Like it's very that simple. You're not gonna catch me on Facebook writing think pieces about other think pieces or whatever. When you see me and we interact, or there's business opportunities, you see what happens. I don't have to go any further. So that when I move the way I move, that's how I'm moving. Just based off, you have a right to react, right? I have a right to move how I want to move too from now on. So
Carla hate y'all too. She just media trained now. So, you know, season 2, we had a little trainer come through, you know, PR, all that shit. But she hate y'all too. We both hate y'all. That's all.
There is no y'all. You know, if the shoe fits, then wear it. You know what I mean? That's on God. Like,
the thing is just like I be unbothered by all of it, because it's like, bro, like I got a bigger vision, and I'm seeing like successes where.
Wait, we might have to pause. I think
what's going on?
Right above you.
What I do?
That's fine, or no?
That's straight. Yeah, but nah, I got a bigger vision, so it's like I'm seeing successes like where I need to see them, where I don't need to talk about it. Because I'm not even gonna talk about it on a live stage, because I see the weakness in a lot of people. Like a lot of people are looking for a reaction and want certain people to talk about them. A lot of people want to be mentioned in a certain stage as other people. A lot of people want certain people to look at them, no matter how they get the clout, no matter even if they have to switch a story up or lie about it. Like, it don't matter. It's like I see it, and I hate y'all. that's just the be all end all of it. Like anybody who moving like that, I hate, and you can keep that energy away from me. We staying real sucker free in 2022.
Yeah, and that's pretty much. This was the media trained response. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying on inappropriality. Let y'all niggas know right now. But nah, it's not even. I wouldn't say no response, but it's just. I'm not gonna pretend like nothing happened the past couple weeks type shit.
I'm real unbothered by it. Like I said, I don't know how everybody else feel, but it just shows.
I'm bothered. I'm bothered too. Like it's not something that keeps me up at night, or it's not something that reverted all my plans, and now I have to no. It's just like I see what's up,
right,
and it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
So this something I really kind of wanted to talk about.
What's up?
Creators. It don't matter if you're a videographer, photographer, rappers, anything that has to do in the creative space. Stop lying about your turnaround rates.
Oh, that's a good one.
When we're talking about being professional in the wrap up, that's one of the things. Like, and I get it. Trust me, I get it. Like, things come up. You got to do this, you got to do that. But if you don't think you can do it at a certain amount of time, like, why would you try to, like, cram it into everything else? Because I want my shit looking nice. You feel me? So...
All right, let me be a little bit more concrete.
It's not even about being rushing you or anything. Just, like, keep it real. Like, like, I need this looking like this. It's going to take me a little time.
Let me be a little bit more concrete to translate what she means. Like, all right, so if you say you have a 48-hour turnout rate on whatever you do, engineering, videography, cinematography,
writing verses, because rappers, y'all be doing that too. Verses, niggas be paying y'all for verses, and y'all don't be turning that shit around.
Don't advertise.
That's so nice, right? But they be taking y'all months to write a verse.
Don't advertise that you have a 48-hour turnout rate when you're gonna wait a week or longer. Cause like with videographers, like, cause I edit videos and shit too, I get it. And like what a lot of videographers aren't going to tell you, and cinematographers, because you're not gonna understand it. So it's like, I'm not about to waste my breath, and you still gonna be mad after I tell you the shit. So anyway, so what I imagine happens with a lot of videographers in their case is that niggas trying to eat, they get their workload, 48 hour turnaround rate, right? Now the first person they probably shoot will probably, the first few people will probably see that first 48 hour turnaround rate, right? But as shit starts to pick up and, you're rendering in 4K, people got 4K, 8K cameras. Now, a lot of people aren't rendering in 1080p no more. Well, some are. I'm not going to hold you. Some are, and they're making it look real good. No, I'm not going to hold you. But, a lot of people don't have powerful computers. A lot of people are running on weak Macs. They ain't got the most powerful i7 Mac, i9, PC, whatever you need, blah, blah, blah. So now you're having a thing of waiting versus editing, because if your PC's not powerful enough to render whatever you need, so like say you're rendering it now, like so the dude working on your video, he's editing it, now he has to render everything, right? Now it says like 2 hours is the whole rendering estimated wait time, when he has to sit there and wait 2 hours now before he can do anything else on that program with editing. So now it's the waiting versus the editing. It's like, shit, okay, I want to do this, but usually when they render in the whole thing is probably done already. But with all of it already being done and all the additions and editing, that rendering, depending on how powerful the PC could be, is going to take dumb long. And he's doing that for all of his clients, all of them. And then he probably has other stuff to do. So it's like, I get what you're saying, but it's like videographers and cinematographers have to be a little bit more realistic.
That's what I'm saying. You need to be realistic. I get it. And I'm not going to say like I don't care, but it's just like...
No, you don't.
I don't, because the point is like, I understand that you have to go through this whole process, but don't be like, oh, it'll be done in 2 days and then a week go by. Because the way I am, like, I'll give you some leeway. Like, I'm not about to be on you like, yo, da. And this comes like to everything. Like I said, not to single nothing out, is everything. I've been through it with every stepping stone in the creative space. Like, I've dealt with different things. So it's like, I get it, but just be a little realistic about things, Like, I want my shit looking nice. So if you think, yo, like, it's going to take some time, just let me know. Like, that's it. Just be realistic about your turnaround rates. I know shit happens. People got lives, the programs, all of that. But You gotta stop. You gotta stop lying. You're trying to get that bread and you're lying.
PC ain't strong enough. Ain't got the newest processor. Shit slow. I get it. We get it. You know?
We get it.
Let's keep it real.
Just keep it real, man. That's all. Photographers, videographers, rappers taking 3 months to turn in a verse. Got niggas holding up their projects for you, like, but you nice.
Sheesh, who did that? Who did that? I want to hear a name now. You keep bringing that up. Who did that? I want to know. This respectfully said, right? There's no filter, right? Who did that?
Kiss and tell. Nah, it's not.
Don't kiss and tell.
It's not. There's not anybody to like single-handedly point out. It's just being around artists and hearing like stories. Like,
yeah, nah, I do.
Yo, I have to wait because this verse is not turned in yet, and da. So just be a little bit more professional about shit. That's all.
Word. I was about to say, who the hell did that? Jeez, you and Carla, whoever had a verse from somebody and waited 3 months to deliver, you on Carla's shit list right now.
You're not.
Oh, it's actually somebody. Oh, okay.
No, there is nobody.
She said you not. Nah, why you
know how I feel about narratives. Don't be fucking pushing no fake ass narratives.
We're only playing, guys. We're just joking. There is no person.
Yeah, now you gotta walk with eggshells around now. So you gotta let.
I know, right?
You gotta get warnings, and every time we say something, you gotta get warnings. Like, yo, we just kidding.
Super sensitive now. You right? Oh my god.
You know, we walking on
can't
eggshells.
even joke no more. Sheesh.
Ooh.
Yo, Benny, you might have to put like censors when we swear too, like beep, clean version and shit. It's just like that. Like,
I might have to do like Joe Budden and get a timestamp person, just in case. We might have to bleep some shit out. But
I stopped watching his podcast a minute ago. That shit still lit.
Yeah, it's better now.
It's better now, even without Rory and Maul.
I'm not talking about them on here. We got.
Nah, we wasn't gonna go and get that. I just had to find out.
But yeah, it's better. But I think now we can kind of talk about now and forever. I know last season we were, doing a lot of music reviews, but this time I wanted to do quality over quantity. So, I'm not even charging anybody for the reviews.
We're not even charging. They're free.
But it's up to our discretion, because now I care about quality, and I don't care about all the hot, spicy shit with, the subpar songs. It's not even about that. I want this platform to be taken serious. So I gotta put out. I have to. Is cosign? Is cosign a term that I can use? I have to cosign some good shit. So now and forever. Little 6-song EP by Lil Step and Kudo.
Lil Step with a big step in. Kudo.
Flexing all over that project, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't know how this was gonna sound sonically, because I see what Kudo does, and then I see what Lil Step does. So I kind of, when I seen that there was something in the works, I was just like, I'm interested to see how this is gonna come out, because it's very two distinctive sounds. But I mean, I think, I honestly could say I don't think there's not one bad song on this project.
Nah, there isn't.
Nah, and I was thinking about it, like, I don't really think there's any bad songs. Even like songs like Cut Ties and Kill One, those are songs that I consider like little fillers. Be is hard. Verses is hard, songs is hard, Breezy, the Savage, you come in and you don't seem out of place.
At all.
Like
you right in.
You were able to keep up with Lil Step and Kudo on your feature. You were the only feature, and that was perfect. That's all they needed, you and nobody else. So yeah, man, I really enjoyed this project. Kaz, what you think about Now and Forever?
No, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Like, I first listened to it, and yeah, Kill One is the one that kind of stopped me. And then, like, I thought about it, and I was like, it's an EP, though. Like, it doesn't have to, like, thematically kind of fit. It's more about a representation of who they are and what they're introducing. And for, like, if anyone would be introduced, like I played that to my sister, my mom, and they're not really like in the local music scene, and they were surprised. They were like, "Oh, who is this?" You know what I mean? And they like saved a couple of the songs. So it's definitely one of those albums that like a wide audience, or EPs. I mean, a lot of wide audience of people can listen to.
Yeah.
Even like Way Way, it was like. At first, I was like a little taken back. Like it was a little bit too high energy for me. But the more I listen to the like EP, the more I love all the songs. It has a good like replay.
What's interesting about the Way Way, that was an original song on Kudo's self-titled album. So that cut was, if you go listen to Way Way on Kudo's album, it's more of a softer kind of R&B song.
Yeah.
So it was interesting to kind of see it in that light, and I was like, damn, I like this version now more than the original.
Facts. And
the original is still fire. You know what I mean? But this one is just like, I think it's a really good way to end the album compared to how you guys started it. Like ending the album with this song, it gave me some sense of like optimism compared to like when you guys started the album, and it was just like, y'all still talking y'all shit, but y'all know it's like y'all in your head and not really like really certain. It's just everything, it just resonates, yo. Like I don't even want to get too much into it. It just kind of just resonates. Y'all care about what y'all saying, and y'all take time with y'all lyrics, and y'all not saying a bunch of bullshit, you know, fucking too long. I'm not a crazy drill person. I don't really like drill music. Like, I don't run to it. So when I heard this, I was just like, what could they possibly do on this? And they turned it into an R&B song, and then Kudo just comes in with his energy, and he just kills it. Like, that whole song is fire. Like,
yeah, no, that's my favorite
that
song.
needs to be the next single.
Word.
I'm sorry. Like, if y'all thinking about the next single or whatever, can we get some visuals to that?
I like how experimental this whole EP is. Like, they really experimented with a bunch of different sounds that you don't normally hear locally. Like, and they did it at a high level. Like, usually, like, when you hear these type of sounds, you hear them, like, in mainstream music and things like that. You know, they give what they give with a certain formula.
Even the engineering and the type of reverb and all that other plugins they choose to use for their vocals. Like,
all of it sonically, like,
production.
All of it sonically with the production, like, the sounds they chose to use, like, experiment with it and everything. It all worked out perfectly. Like, I know I said it before on like many occasions, but this was definitely one of my favorite albums last year. I listened to this shit every day till this day. Like, know every song word for word. Like, these two are fucking superstars. When they link up and get together, it doesn't make any sense. They're superstars by themselves, but together it's just fucking crazy. When we get into these reviews, yo, cause I want to hear this again. Like,
I don't know. You want to play song? I don't think we got any time to play no songs like that. They gotta go check it out. Like, last season, we babied you guys.
We definitely did.
Now y'all have to take the initiative, and if you care about what we say or whatever, go and listen. Now and Forever by Lil Step and Kudo. And the production, man, all those beats are crazy. Like,
DK
fire.
All, right?
DK, man.
Yeah,
DK go
DK.
crazy.
Yo, go tap in with
crazy.
DK, everybody, please. Whether you want some boom bap, some experimental, some melodic, some R&B, some dope rap shit, yo, link up with DK. Like, that ass. Whenever he's able to give beats and he's like in the producer mode, because I know he's working on a lot of his own shit right now. Whenever he opens the gates, go in. Like, please, because he is spazzing over there, and I don't think too many people tapped in.
So go listen to that project one more time. Now and Forever, Lil Step, Kudo. And, you know, if you're a fan, you've been watching since episode 1, you already know how we like to, you know, end the episode. There's 7 billion people on the planet. 7 billion people. You know what I mean? So don't, you know, what we say or whatever, don't let that stop you from doing whatever you were doing. You know what I mean? Like, it's just opinions. You know what I mean?
All right, don't give up just because I smoke weed and talk shit. I'm a whole low life.
That's him. I feel good about myself. I would never say that. You know what I mean? But
I still love myself.
Yeah, 7 billion people on this fucking planet. If we don't like something, somebody else will. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, snoozers. For anybody who's new watching, snoozers is a little segment that I like to do. That is like we all pick a song, and whatever we feel that people are sleeping on, we're gonna give them a little bit of love. So snoozers, man. These are songs that we feel that people are sleeping on, and y'all gotta get acquainted with. So, Kaz, what's your snoozer? Go ahead and introduce it. Why did you pick this song?
Honestly, Karina Capri's newest EP, Ego Death, it was released December 2021. Honestly, it went crazy. I know at first it just dropped on Bandcamp and then later Spotify, but I just didn't really see a lot of people talking about it, so I chose Close to Me featuring Chauncey because I really like Chauncey's vocals on that.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a good one.
And y'all know the vibes. We ain't gonna play the whole shit. Your job is to go back and look for these songs,
Facts.
You can't get close to me, especially if you for the streets. I need more for me, and you can't love me more than me. Remain stuck for what gave you some time. Guess you lucked up. I see the gift in me. I move differently. You slacking with reciprocity. I had to learn to put me first. Say you're a blessing, left me cursed. Now I know the strength in me. No longer ride with the weak. I no longer relate to the weak. Can't get close to me, especially if you for the streets. I need more for me, and you can't love me more than me.
We good on that. Close to Me.
That shit hard.
Karina Capri, Chauncey, out now, everywhere. Yeah, go and check that out. Go ahead, Darius. What you got for the good folks?
My snoozer is my guy, Doran Pierre, on Freeze, featuring Sayari the Kid. That is my shit. I know a lot of y'all.
That's a cold record, man.
I know a lot of y'all heard that shit. Y'all love that shit. Showing love to my guy, Doran. That man is a fucking superstar his damn self.
That's that hook, man.
It's to everything about this shit. I play this shit daily. And he got a good verse from this dude.
Eat my liquor on free. I love a woman who stay on free. She think he's love. Cause we fucking to a heartbeat. Eat my liquor on free. Love a woman who stay on free. She think he's love. Cause we fucking to a heartbeat. All the good girls that I lost start to haunt me.
Now I be with bad bitches getting saucy.
Liquor talk sucks if you ever lost me.
I want a freak that will swallow up my offspring.
Trust me, it's one-on-one life costly. You can take it when you go. Emotionless, I need a soul.
To get me back, you did the most.
We got the closest.
You used to wake me up to pussy and mimosa. Come on, you're not fucking with him. You're not fucking with him. This guy's crazy.
If you hot, editor, try to cool breeze.
If you leave, I'll be a better bitch's dream.
Guaranteed that we won't lose sleep.
That nigga just be saying all the right things.
Nah, he do.
Like, that ass, if you leave, I'll be a better bitch's dream. Like, who's smoother than him? Like, how do you say that to your girl? Like, if you leave a better bitch, girl.
Right. Nah,
but she was already bad, though.
The
like,
line for me was like, she think it's love because we fucking to her heartbeat. Like, come
that's
on.
mad smooth
Like,
right there.
that is, that's a smooth ass line, Dorian, but you know you that guy, man. That's one of my favorite records, man. And
Facts.
That record needs to be known. So that's why it was Darius's pick.
Yeah, that shit need to be known.
We know it, but y'all need to know it, and y'all need to fucking really.
That whole EP need to be on Vices. I bumped that whole shit.
Casamigos in the morning, nothing more. You're performing. Yeah. We tuned in, Dorian. You know that. You know the vibes.
Just ruined his whole song.
I'm sorry. Y'all gotta go back and listen to the real version. This was the respectfully said version.
Facts. The RS version.
I'm gonna go back to Karina Capri.
Okay, I'm with it.
Lovely. Yeah. It's funny when I first heard this song, it wasn't one of the craziest songs that I wasn't really too crazy about that song. I let my friends out from New York that I grew up with. I always send them music from out here, and they're like big Travis Scott fans. So this song stood out to them the most because if you hear the song, you will understand why. They was like, yo, this one's really the one. And it's short, it's simple, it has a feature by Davey, who is gonna be our guest for this episode 2.
Mm-hmm. That boy be doing his thing and y'all be sleeping.
Let my little young boy get on.
That boy be doing his thing and y'all be sleeping. Like, y'all need to wake up.
No, he's a product of Blue Room Studios, you know.
No. But he be doing his thing though. Like,
no, for sure. Yeah, man, Lovely just gets me my little feelings and it's lovely. I believe she made this beat too.
I just like how it builds up.
Isn't she lovely? Oh, isn't she love? Is she still evolving? Oh, is she the one? In the darkness she grows, but she is a sun, and she always knows she don't need anyone. Isn't she lovely? Oh, isn't she love? Is she still evolving? Oh,
is she the one? Karina, who this about? Who this about, Karina?
And she always knows she don't need anyone.
At night when I feel like the world is against me, you whisper inside my ear that you're with me.
Let's go, Davey.
So every time night comes, I know that you're with me. I feel you, I hear you, I see you so clearly. How do you know? How do you know? How could you know? How could you know? I felt lucky
when you loved me. It's the lyricism, you feel me?
Right, the lyrics that resonate.
Lived inside of me. I be think I can really sing, yo. Like this is the song that make me really get in my bag. Like I feel like I got vocals. This is the one.
You should cover it.
Whoa, wouldn't sound this good.
We just gotta find the right engineer. Put a little auto-tune.
Like a bird in the sky.
Right, DK go crazy.
We fly so high. Here's the moon. It's for you. Together we rise. Like, man, shout out to. I just feel like overall, like people see it, and I feel like they still sleeping on her pen, on her production, on everything that she do. Yo.
They be half supporting.
Just
in case she make it. Half supporting.
So shout out to Karina Capri. You can catch her and Darius Isaiah and In the Mix Valentine's Day edition, and that is on February 10th. It's 20 for the singles, 30 for the couples. Come through. They're also gonna have Stevie Max. They're gonna have Jerome Clayton. They're gonna have Fabian. They're gonna have Des. They're gonna have Alicia Freeman. I hope I'm saying your shit right because I know who you are, but I don't know if I'm saying your name correct.
I'm gonna bring a couple special guests out too.
And who am I forgetting? Karina Capri. Shit.
Yeah.
And you'll see her. And maybe you'll see the words live and all that good stuff. So, Grindhouse, December. Whoa,
you going back in time.
Whoa, it is not December. Shit, I don't know why I was thinking about December. February 25th.
25th.
That's why, because it's the 25th.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas on February. Oh.
You know, Western Mass Warehouse Show, the first of its kind. You correct me if I'm wrong.
Correct us.
I ain't never heard nothing like that, like this going down.
Ain't ever.
You know,
not a never.
We planning something dope. There's a alternative hip hop scene out here that it's brewing, and y'all can't keep denying them forever.
Forever.
You know what I mean? You don't gotta like it. You don't gotta respect it. They still gonna rage in their little mosh pit, so they still gonna do whatever the fuck they gonna do.
Don't get hit in the face.
It's just you know, I think it's just really important to like showcase all aspects of Massachusetts music, whether it's the rapidy shit, whether it's the trap, whether it's the melodic, and now you have, you know, these kids out here, also New England as well, because we have in a band from Rhode Island and a couple of other artists from the region come out. So it's New England. Facts. Actually. They here and they're ready. You know what I mean? When I go to their shows, those it's their shows that I see the most crowd engagement, and they just be having shit lit. You know what I mean? They got some really good performers. You know, we're gonna have Kudo. We're gonna have Muda. We're gonna have Coney 762, Cabaret from Rhode Island, Devin Hardy, Lady J. Which she's not necessarily their type of alternative, but she still do alternative music.
This shit about to be lit.
And y'all about to see what I'm talking about. And even with Kudo doesn't necessarily do their type of alternative hip hop, but he still does alternative hip hop. So we're gonna celebrate everything.
Listen, man,
put you onto some fire.
Grindhouse, February 25th.
$10 tickets.
$10 a ticket. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be fucking packed. First of its kind. I'm staff. I'm security. Act up. I'm bringing the strap. You gonna get popped. Don't do that. So show up. Don't get popped.
18 plus.
18 plus.
And then I'm going to have another section in the venue that's only 21 plus, and that's where you can go smoke and drink. Everybody getting wristbands, security on deck, so don't come with no stupid vibes.
Don't come with it.
And it's gonna be the show of the year. We can end the episode like that.
So we're going to leave. You're going to leave with a limp. Don't come.
So see you guys. As always, thank you. Shout out to sponsor, Self-Invest. Shout out Studio Westside for having us today. And make sure y'all check out Inappropriality.
Inappropriality. Mike Torch, Mac Way.
And K.
You already here, so you're not self-inflicted. Right? You know.
Muda got a song dropping in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Called
Cobain.
Cobain.
Just like that.
Yeah, I know y'all heard this snippet. I've been practicing
like
Muda.
That.
Jumping like Cobain. I'm getting it, man.
Just like that.
Cobain.
Yeah. January 25th. We're going to kick off the year with a fucking bang. Yep. We good, though. We see y'all next time.
Deuces.
Oh, wait, one more thing.
The
413Joint, where can they find you at and all that good stuff? At the 413Joint. That's where you can find her at. And she got a magazine, too. So don't just go look at the Instagram page. Go click the link in her bio and use your little fingers and read the articles, because
I'm in it.
She's very, very articulate with her words, and she makes motherfuckers feel important out here.
Had me feeling like a superstar.
Right. I'm like, who the hell is this person? I never met her in my life. But she did. I was on magazine one, and when I read it, I'm like, who the hell is this person? I never met her. But yeah. Go do all of that good stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah. Okay, we good now.
We good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Respect what I said. Respect what I said. Yeah.